play thee, good Mercutio. Let's retire. The day is hot. The capital is aboard. And if we meet, we shall not escape aboard. For now on, this hot day is the mapless rain.
Thou art like one of these fellows that, when he enters the confines of a tavern, clasping his sword upon the table and says, God send me no need of thee, and by the operation of the second cup draws him on the drawer. And indeed, if there's no need.
Am I like such a fellow?
Come, come, thou art as hot a Jack in thy mood as any in Italy, and as soon moved to be moody, and as soon to be moved.
And what too?
Nay, there are two such. We should have none shortly. For one will kill the other. So why the white quarrel with a man that has a hair more a hair less in his beard than thou hast? One would kill the other. Though why the white quarrel with a man that has a hair more or a hair less in his beard than thou hast? Though white quarrel with a man for cracking nuts, having no other reason but because thou hast hazel eyes. What's eye but such an eye, but spy of such a quarrel? Thy head is as full of quarrels as an axe is full of meat, and yet thy head has been beaten as idle as an egg for quarreling. Thou hast quarrelled with a man for calling in the street, because he has weakened thy dog that has lain asleep in the sun. This does not fall out with a terror for wearing his new doublet before Easter, with another for tying his new shoes with an old riband. And yet, thou wilt tutor me from quarreling.
And I were so apt to quarrel at thou art. Any man should buy a fee simple of my life for an hour and quarter.
Fee simple? Oh,
Oh, on my head, here comes capital.
oh, my hero, I cannot.
Follow me close. I will speak. Gentlemen, good afternoon. A word with one of you.
And but one word with one of us, couple it with something, make a word and blow.
You should find me apt enough to do that, sir, and you will give me access.
Could you not take some occasion without giving?
Mercutio, though conservative with Rome.
Consort? What? Does thou make us mysterious? And thou make mysterious of us, love to hear nothing but discourse. Here's my fiddlestick, here's that shall make you dance, sounds, consort.
We talk here in public, him of man. Either withdraw and do somewhere private place, or reason coldly of grieving, or else the past here's all eyes gains on us.
Man's eyes were made to look and let it gaze. I will not but for no man's pleasure.
Well, peace be with you, sir. Here comes my man.
But I will be hanged, sir, if he were your delivery. Mary, go before to field. You will be a follower. Your worship in that sense may call him man.
Romeo, the love that I bear thee can afford, no matter whom it is, thou art a villain.
Tycho, the reason that I have to love thee, those much excuse the pertaining range, to such a greeting, better than none. Therefore farewell, as thou knowest me not.
Boys, this shall not excuse the injury. That thou hast done me, therefore turn and draw.
I do protest I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise, till thou shalt know the reason of my love, and so good Capulet, which name I tender as dearly as my own. be satisfied.
Oh, come, this honorable vice mission. Alas, Gotha carries it away. Tybalt, you recapture. Where you walk?
Thou have with me.
Good king of cats, nothing but one of your 9 lives that I mean to make bold withal, and as you shall use me hereafter, try beat the rest of the 8. Will you pluck your sword out of his pleasure by the ears? Make haste, lest mine be about your ears ere it be out.
I am for you, sir. Gentle Mercutio, put thy rapier up.
Come, sir, you Pasido! People!
Find cover! Draw, Benvolio, beat down their weapons. Gentlemen, for shame, forbear this outrage. Table Mercutio, the prince expressly hates forbidden bending in Verona streets. Hold table, good Mercutio. I said no.
Oh!
Away, table.
I'm hurt. I plague you, oh, both your horses. I'm spent. Is he gone and he's nothing?
What? Are thou hurt?
A scratch. Mary, that's enough. Where's my page? Go, Valley. Fetch a circle.
Courage, man. The hurt cannot be much.
No, this not so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church door. But this enough. It will serve us for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a great man. I'm prepared. I warrant. For this word I plague you of both your houses. Zounds, a dog, a rat, a mouse, a cat, to scratch a man to death, a braggart, a rogue, a villain that fights by the book of Artemis. Why the devil came you between us? I was hot under your arm.
I thought all of the best.
Help me into the houses, Benvolio, or I shall vent a plague you, oh, both your houses. They made worms meat of me. I have it, and soundly too, your houses.
This gentleman, the Prince near Alec, my very friend, he's got this mortal hurt in my behalf. My reputation stand with table slander. Table, that an hour has been my kinsman, oh sweet Juliet. Thy beauty has made me emanate, and in my temper so softened balance still.
Oh, Romeo, breathe. Mercutio is dead. The gallery's red haze extracts the cloud which stood untimely. Here it did, scorch the earth.
This day's black fate, on more days those depend. This but begins the war others must end.
Here comes the fairest table, back again.
Alive in triumph, and Mercutio slain. Away to heaven, restive lady, and fire-eyed fairy be my conduct now. Now, table, take the villain back again. That lakes thou givest me, for Mercutio's soul is but a little way above our heads. Staying for thee to keep him company, either thou or I, or both, must go with him.
Though, but a boys that this concern him here, shall with him hence.
This shall demand that.
Romeo, away, be gone, the citizen have, and Thibaut slain. Stand not amazed, the priest will don't thee death, if thou art then. Haste, be gone away.
Oh, I'm for his fool.
Why does thou stay? Oh my! Which way runs he that killed Montague? Tibor, that murder, which way runs he? There lies that Tibor. Up, sir, go with me. I train thee in Prince's name. Obey.
Where are the value beginners of the ferry?
Tibor, my cousin, oh my brother's child, oh prince, oh cousin, husband, oh the blood is spread of my dear kinsman, prince, as thou art thou trust for blood of ours, blood of Montagues, oh cousin, oh cousin.
Benvolio, who did this bloody ferry?
Tibor here slain whose Romeo's hand is slain. Romeo that spoke him fair, bade him bethink how nice the chorus was, and argues before. Your high's displeasures or dissempers with gentle breath. Conloquence husband bliss could not take trust with the untruly Spain of Tibor's state of thee, but that he tells with plunging still at both Montague's breath, who all hearts turn steady, point to point, and with metal corns with one hand beats colored thee death aside, and with the other second it back to Tibor, who's distantly restored. Romeo he cried aloud, "Hold friend, part, and swifter than these tongues." He lamped arms back down their final points and 20 them with underneath those arms and Ivorian those four tables hid the life of Strom's Romeo, Mercutio, and then Tibor fell. But by and by comes back but to Romeo, who had but 20 instruments revenge until they go lighting. For eyes I could draw to parse them were table slate, and he felt the Romeo turns and fly. This is the truth. Let Benvolio die. He's a kinsman to the Montague. Affection makes him fail. He speaks not truth. Some 20 of them falls in this black stiff, and all those 20 could not kill one life. I bet for Jesus, with though Prince must not give Romeo's life. Tibor, Romeo must not live.
Romeo slew him, he slew Mercutio. Who now the price of his dear body does own?
Not Romeo, Prince. He was Mercutio's friend. His fault concludes, but the law should end the life of Tybalt.
And for that offense, immediately we do exile him hence. I have an interest in your heart's proceeding. My blood for your root, both those lie a bleeding. But I will immerse you with so strong a fine, that you shall all repent the loss of mine. I will be deaf to pleading and excuse, now tears, now praise, shall purchase out bills. Therefore use none, let Romeo hence in haste, else when he's found, that hour is his last. Bear hence this body, and attend our will. Mercy but murders, pardoning those that kill.